What's shaking bacon? Do you like to draw? I like to draw constantly, always, all the time. This is a character that I draw often. He's pretty cool. But this is what he used to look like. Yeah, that's not great. I'm gonna be honest, I don't usually do videos with my face, but that's okay, because we're learning new things, and that's I'm gonna walk you through how to get this to look like that. What is a Mary Sue? A Mary Sue comes from the name of a character created by Paula Smith in 1973 in a parody story, A Trekkie's Tale. A Mary Sue is a character archetype in fiction, usually a young woman, who is often portrayed as competent across all domains, gifted with unique talents or powers, liked or respected by most characters, unrealistically free of weakness, extremely attractive, innately virtuous, and generally lacking meaningful character flaws. A Mary Sue stories are often written by adolescent authors. Like this guy. He was my character insert I made for the 2015 game Undertale. I made him during my summer break between 6th grade and 7th grade, and now he's the main character of my own story in Paracosm, Idle Damnation. Elliot Wolf is a 30-year-old criminal defense attorney living in Vice County, Maine during the 1980s, in complete contrast to when I originally made him and he was a skeleton dragon. This is how I changed him. I'm gonna be honest, I wrote the script for this video in March, and I had really big plans to make it high production, but I could not get myself to want to show people my old art. I am not really a fan of the way it looks, and I would rather show my more recent projects, but if I can't show you what brought me here, I can't teach you also. I don't know if that makes sense. The embarrassment I felt from my prior work only made me want to progress through his development, and I guess that's the starting point, realizing that you could do a lot better. Almost scrapped this character so many times because I loved him being a weird shapeshifter demon thing for the first 5 years of his existence, and then I had trouble writing him due to the fantasy nature of his story, and that kind of threw a cog into my writing process. But that's cool, because development is not linear. Over the course of 8 years, I had a lot to work with. My interests changed, but I still like prior aspects of his character, and I tried to pick and choose what I like. But that's the great thing about character creation, you can recycle your old ideas. For instance, I've split this one character into like 4 different characters. I will say one of the things that has remained pretty consistent with my development for this character is his personality, despite all the visual changes. And it's not really gonna make sense if this like skeleton dragon is a lawyer in a grounded universe, but that's not going to stop me from making another one for a different story. And that's the next bit, compiling and more or less kit bashing all the different things of your characters that you don't want to use anymore into a new one. Characters are your brain children, and they grow as you grow. Reflecting on an older version of a character serves as a reminder of how I was doing at the time. All these prior versions of this character are more or less a version of myself that I left behind, and it's not me anymore. You grow with your characters as much as they do with you. I know I'm technically walking you through how to at least start developing an old character again, but there's no time limit tutorial, there's no set tutorial, it just kind of happens naturally. And that's kind of how the best things happen. That's kind of how you get your best ideas. Even if it takes 8 years. Yikes. My final point is you can apply the growth you've experienced with your characters, even if they don't reflect on your current interest, and repurpose them for better. Embracing the idea that the growth experience with old characters can be channeled into transforming them into something new and meaningful. Your mind works in mysterious ways to project yourself onto characters, and your characters reflect both positive and negative milestones. If you deny your progress while repurposing a character, you deny yourself. Please never stop developing 3-dimensional characters, no matter what your interests are. I love writing for characters and hearing about them all the same. Recently, I have been asking daily original character related questions on all my social media platforms, and if you have characters that you also like to write and draw a bunch of pictures for, please consider sharing them with me. I love hearing about them so much. But yeah, that's all I have. I wish you the best of luck. Please repurpose and recycle all your old OCs, because there's no original ideas, but you can use them for plot for inspiration.